Greetings from Springfield, Missouri, where I will be doing some FM radio tuning this morning. It is November 8th, 2023, at just about 8:45 Central Standard Time. And this is a fairly interesting day to radio tune because it's unusually warm and windy. Oftentimes wind will mess with radio tuning a little bit, but because it's an unusually warm pattern with a high pressure system in place that's acting more like summertime, it can cause radio tuning to be quite decent, and especially in the morning. And this morning appears to be the case. And so we're going to see what we can pick up from Springfield, Missouri. We're going to be using my favorite tuner, which is actually a built-in radio app that came with the phone, and the model of this phone is the Blue View 3. I got it on the Straight Talk wireless plan from Walmart about 3 years ago, but long ago I suspended service on this, but the radio app still works because it's a special radio app that instead of using a subscribe to streaming service, it's actually an open air tuner in the old style, like the old Walkman style, where it uses the headphone cord and or speaker cord as an antenna and just picks up radio on the open air. And we'll be digging into this app here shortly. But it is a wonderful app, and I find it to be rare. Like, it does not appear very many phones have this type of radio app built into it. But this is what it looks like. It just says FM radio, and for all the world, again, it looks like the ones where you would need internet service in order to use it, and that it would just be, online streaming. But no, it acts like a traditional FM tuner receiver. And what's amazing about it is, what makes it the best tuner I've ever had is it is extremely good at separating channels. If there's a local FM station, right here in town, Springfield, Missouri has a metro area of about 300,000 people. So, lots of towers, lots of interference. But one of the local stations, on most tuners, even ones in the car, the frequency on either side of a local station is pretty much nothing but overbleed interference. But with this particular tuner, it's not the case. You can actually pick up stations that are relatively weak and or far away right next to the local ones. So, again, very good at separating channels. It also is very good at dampening interference from the city, because, again, like I said, lots of towers, lots of other things that could produce interference when you live in the city. And this tuner is very good at blocking that out. And the third is, it's just basically very good at picking up distant signals. I mean, I've read enough, like in Crutchfield magazines back in the 90s, enough to know that they call it dBF. Not sure what the dBF stands for, but the lower the dBF, the higher the radio tuning sensitivity. And this one appears to have about the best dBF I've ever had. I had a car stereo that I believe was equal, but it wasn't as good at separating channels as this one is. So, but anyway, enough of the amateur technical talk here. Let's get into some amateur FM DXing, as I like to call it. And I do consider this qualifies as DX, trying to pick up stations as, from Kansas City. And it's just, it's definitely not E-skip. We would call this tropospheric ducting is how the signals are coming the distances of what I'm trying to accomplish today. So let's see what we can pick up. We're opening up the app now. FM radio. We're on 98.9 right now. And this is a good station to pick up we're going to start out picking up Kansas City ones. And this one, let me turn it off again for a second. Yeah, 98.9 is the home to KQRC, Leavenworth, Kansas City, 98.9 The Rock. And that's one of the more reliable Kansas City stations that I can get from here in Springfield. And so we'll see how I have a special antenna apparatus featuring a tomato cage. That's all it is. And all I have to do is hold the headphone cord, which acts as an antenna with this type of tuner, up to the bottom of this cage, and voila! For some reason, it is the Kansas City attractor. So here we go, 98.9. We're going for 98.9 The Rock, KQRC, Leavenworth, Kansas City. And I may not stick around for the ID due to time constraints. Tuner coming on. We can hear it. They do have a morning show at this time. This is 8:50 a.m. The overbleed you're hearing is part of 98.7 The Dove, a local radio station right here that's playing the Ozark Mountain Daredevils, I believe it is. I hope I don't blow a song ID. Back to 98.9 The Rock, though.
Collection of backstage passes, which belong to her personal hairdresser. They're in a £500. Got a unique piece of, more than
Anyway, we're not getting an ID right away on this one. So let's go to another one of my favorite Kansas City ones to try to pick up, which is 99.7 The Point. They are mentioning Amy Winehouse. That is in the realm of rock. Here we are. We're on 99.7. And I believe this to be 99.7 The Point from Kansas City. But let's wait for an ID.
Give them the gift they really want. OrchidAestheticsKC.com. Get in the spirit with 50%
was a
off
KC
everything
mention.
for a limited time during the holiday preview event, now through November 13th at Banana Republic Factory. From merino wool sweaters to luxe outerwear,
that's 99.7.
styles
All I
to
have to
give
do
and to get.
is hit Seek to get a local station here, which is 99.5 KADI, one of our contemporary Christian ones. But here it is. I hit Seek. You can hear how strong the local station is, butted up right next to this one.
Smart bankers, convenient tools.
Christmas in that either, but
there's an ID too. KADI, Springfield.
What are you saying? That is ridiculous.
So it's impressive to get 99.7 The Point in Springfield due to this, and it is this tuner. Oh, here's our forecast. It's cool to hear. Local Springfield. Oh, I just missed the forecast.
KADI Mornings, brought to you by the Shirley Franklin
But
team.
there's
at Old
KADI
World
right here in
Realty. Check them out
Springfield.
at
But now we're going back to Kansas
ShirleyFranklinTeam.com.
City. Oh, I was trying to get it by seeking. I couldn't get it.
Mobile,
I was trying to
online,
save
and video
time.
banking,
I lost
business
time.
and ministry
Oh, well.
services. AGCU is now on 99.7 The Point.
There we go. We got the ID just in time and coming in like a champ. Kansas City, 99.7. Sandwiched in between 99.5 KADI from here in Springfield and 99.9 KDFL Buffalo, Missouri, which is our ESPN affiliate.
I'm relieved.
So,
That was the main thing he said. Bill, let me ask you
how
your
about
opinion
that?
on
That's
the
Ned
Michigan
Reynolds
situation.
speaking
Now that
there.
this
One
doesn't
of my
happen down here or
favorite
anything of that nature.
TV and
There
radio
is, and
personalities
found this
of
to be
all
very
time.
interesting, no rule
One
by
of
the
the greats.
NCAA that you
Okay,
cannot. There's nothing that says you
let's
can't
try for
steal
more
signs.
Kansas
There's
City.
nothing there, and that's not what they're
Let's
getting
try
anymore. It's the
for
way they obtained that. Am I correct in assuming?
106.5 The Wolf
No,
Country.
and you can't.
If we can hear a little bit of the wolf there. Kid Rock's mashup that features Sweet Home Alabama being mashed up with Werewolves of London. That is some very nice art there. We're not getting the wolf very well though. Let's try other Kansas City. Sometimes I can get 94.9 KCMO from here. Yep. Whoa. We have got country on 94.9, and I will tell you, I have no idea where that's from. Let me make sure it isn't just Overblade from our local KTTS. No. We've got KTTS right here in Springfield, a powerhouse station. But on 94.9, we have a big surprise. So I am going to see, I'm going into, there we go. I do not know what that is I just had. And but anyway, our original goal of KCMO is what's playing that 80s song right there, most likely. We're going off the rails. We're going off the rails right now of our plan of getting KC ones because we've got some interesting radio happening live. Stuff that's far more interesting than getting Kansas City, I'll tell you that much. I'm going to start looking. See what we can come up with. Possibly super distant or never gotten before. And no, I didn't plan this. So far, I can't find anything else unusual. What I'm going to do is just head back to that 94.9 and I'm going to wait. Gosh, it's coming in stronger. Holy cats. What is this? I'm going to try to find the best spot for this one. because chances are the best spot for Kansas City is not the best spot for this guy. Oh yeah, we got that. I am sure hoping we can hold on to this one. Because this one could potentially be quite far away. I will retroactively write in or type into the descriptions the artist and song here. I do not know it.
The Outlaw, the preferred radio station for driving down Texoma back roads. Keep it on the best. 94.9 The Outlaw.
Holy cats. Yeah. That is really interesting. 94.9, 94.9 The Outlaw, and it had a mention of Texoma. So, oftentimes, I mean, I'm familiar with that region. That is typically, well, I mean, Lake Texoma is on the border between Texas and Oklahoma. Definitely red dirt country. And some of the cities and towns around there are Durant, Oklahoma, Calera, Oklahoma, Denison, Texas, and all the way over to Wichita Falls. I am now going to see if I can find Texoma area ones. I know they have a, and I swear I didn't plan this. I know they have a 97.5 K-Lake adult contemporary. Let me try that one. Holy cat. This, nope, this one would be Tulsa. Still exciting. KMOD Tulsa. But there's a possibility that I could be getting KLAK, that I could get KLAK from Sherman, Texas, Sherman Denison, Texas. This is very exciting. I've never picked up anything from the Lake Texoma region here in Springfield. I did when I lived in Shawnee, Oklahoma, many years ago in 93, 94, 95.
Spicy pimento bacon cheeseburger. Nothing's better than Brahms. The Gillette Intimate Trimmer gives you a gentle, easy way to
Trying to see what I can find. Oh yeah, by the way, one of the things that happens with FM radio DXing is if one station from one region is coming in, often many of them are. That's why I'm trying this.
22 House Democrats join from the Supermercado Morelos Studios. Tulsa's #1 morning show is on KMOD FM Tulsa, the Big Mad Morning Show. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app.
Okay, that's a nice ID from KMOD Tulsa.
Tulsa's rock station, 97.5 KMOD.
Now that we know what KMOD is playing, we can try to hone in on K-Lake. Oh, coming in strong, aren't you, KMOD? Blink 182. A classic. But yeah, it looks like I can't get K-Lake at this point. Let me see what else I can come up with on this suddenly ad-libbing tuning session. Gosh, that is coming in really well for KMOD. This is really fun. I'm trying to find distant ones. Scrolling through here.
Off at omahasteaks.com. It's the perfect time to grab all.
What's on 94.1?
Plus, when
I
you
have no
use
idea.
our code BTS at checkout, you'll get an additional
Oh, it's probably
$30 off that order of yours.
KXOJ
Minimum order may be
Tulsa
required.
Contemporary Christian, but let's
Thank
make
you,
sure.
Ace, and thank you, Omaha Steaks. And thank you, Josh. And thank you, Chick M. Yes. Now, this is kind of a cool story. Space fan. You like outer space? I do. It's cool. It's great. Are you going to watch the fourth season of For All Mankind on Apple TV? It's coming Friday.
Well, I gotta keep this moving.
Get over the fact that it's an alternate.
Can't get a quick ID here. Let's keep going. 94.3. These are some of my favorite distant radio picking up receiving frequencies.
Welcome to Family Life Today, where we want to help you pursue the relationships that matter most. I'm Shelby Abbott, and your hosts are Dave and Ann Wilson. You can find us at Family Life Today.
This may be Kingman, Kansas, near Wichita.
Today. Let me start today because we've been talking about.
There is a little frustration in radio tuning. Sometimes you got to keep moving, whether you want to or not, in order to see what you can catch. You get used to it, though. 94.5, that's a good DXing frequency. I'm really trying. Let's see if we can find Dallas. I don't know very many stations out of the area, but
shootout. The Avalanche doubled up the Devils 6-3, and the Penguins shut out the Ducks 2-0. That's your update. I'm Austin Despain.
This is probably the sports animal Tulsa.
KYLFM Skokie, Tulsa, 96.1, KITO Veneta, 101.1, KEOJ Caney, Kansas, 1470 KGMD Veneta, K267CZ Veneta, 271 AM. The sports animal. Let's take a look at
Sports animal Tulsa. Oh, Tulsa's weather.
As temperatures climb one more time to the low to mid 80s. Winds will be breezy on the southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting to 25 miles per hour at times. Overnight skies are mostly clear as lows fall to about 50 degrees. On Thursday, expect a partly to mostly cloudy sky with showers possible along I-40 and areas to the southeast. Temperatures will be much cooler, right around 60. Winds will be breezy this time out the northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. From News Channel 8, I'm meteorologist Joy Bettenhausen.
a leading global manufacturing
Okay,
company located
but
at
what
the
I was
port
going
of
for, of course, was
Meet Betty, a welder
97.1,
with
The
Kelvion.
Freak,
Hi,
also
Betty.
a
I'm a
sports
welder at Kelvion. I've
channel
worked at Kelvion for 4 years.
from
It's a
Dallas,
great work
or
environment.
from
I think Kelvion has great
Arlington?
pay,
No,
excellent
Fort Worth.
benefits. They're
Yeah.
very willing to cross-train
But
you. The
no
more you
no
know,
luck
the more you
there,
grow with the company.
and
I'm proud
yeah,
to work at Kelvion.
Kelvion
Tulsa will come in and block Dallas often. And plus, I've never actually gotten the Dallas one here. Just a friend of mine picked up the Dallas one not long ago. But still, Tulsa from Springfield coming in like a champ. Not bad. Let's try another Tulsa one. 98.5, The Bull. KVOO. It's probably in. And then there it is. It's not there. Radio can be like that. I really thought I had a humdinger there. Oh, I did have it just there. Just caught the tail end of it going, the ball. A lot of other things trying to come in on the channels too, which can block them. This Outlaw is something else though. 94.9 The Outlaw. It just said Texoma. We'll be looking that up, trying to find out exactly where it's from later, and we'll find out. 96.1. That would be K-Love, Clinton, Missouri. Pretty good jaunt away. Hoping they catch an ID on that. Luckily, no. Let's see if we can get 98.9 The Rock, Kansas City an ID this time. would be a nada. Let's check 104.3. It's another one of my favorite Kansas City ones. But this time it's KCBN, Marshall, Arkansas, ESPN Radio. Can be sure of that.
For me from time to time, right? And I knew my role, so it wasn't.
Anything else
I didn't
on
feel
there?
like it's not like it's trying to sabotage you. It's just the business, right? The business of
That would
developing.
be no.
And so if Douglas and Sala
Go
aren't
back to
on the same page as
106.5,
far as
looking
are we
for the
developing
Wolf
or are we
or
winning? What is the
KBVA Bella Vista,
to your point, the
Arkansas.
pulse of the locker room?
It'd most likely be KBVA Bella Vista, Arkansas, adult contemporary. Ah, no, it is not. This would be Tejano on 106.5. There's only one Tejano from 106.5 I know of, and that's from, it's either Houston, Texas, or Beaumont, Texas. But it probably isn't that one, but it could be. Like, what in the world? I have never picked up Tejano on 106.5 up here. And whoa, coming in very strong. Holy cats. Yeah, there is one down around Houston. Okay, this one I come back for. Mental note, go back to 106.5. Holy cats, we've got Spanish programming on 107.1. Okay, we have a major event here. Some of these may be from deep South Texas or even down into Mexico. Yeah, we've got a major, this appears to be an ESCAP event that is either developing or ongoing, and I'm just discovering it now. This is should be Magic 107.9. Okay, I am, this is probably 107.9 The Coyote from Lebanon. Trying to find a place just to make the antenna steady. And then I'm heading back to 106.5. Here we go. Back to 106.5. Still there. We've rolled to a new song. A swing and a miss. Okay. Let's try more frequencies. 90.7 K Love from the Joplin area. That one's coming in well. Okay, let's go back to that 94.1.
In the studio with our friends from real estate experts, Stace and Reedy.
We do not know what this is on 94.1.
For more information, you can call our friends at Real Estate Experts, 248-2600, or go online to staceandreedy.com. That's staceandreedy.com.
Often on 94.1, I can get at least part of KFKF Kansas City country. That may actually be what I have. But on a morning like this, all bets are off when you can't get a positive ID right away. Okay, Generator Super Center of Lawton mentioned. Lawton, Oklahoma. This is some heavy-duty DXing here.
Lawton, Fortville forecast.
Ford Texoma's Weather Authority. I'm Jalen Wells in the KFDX Weather Center, and your Lawton forecast for today is going to see sunny skies with a high near 86 degrees. We'll also see a southwest wind around 10 to 15 miles per hour, with sunny skies sticking around through the afternoon and into the evening. Tonight we'll see increasing clouds with a low dropping to 50 degrees on the night, and a northeast wind around 15 to 20 miles per hour, with a chance of showers as we look ahead to tomorrow morning. For Texoma's Weather Authority, I'm Jalen Wells.
Worth waking up for. The Bob and Tom Show on C94, the rock station. Brought to you by Purdue Garden Centers, Southwest Oklahoma's largest garden supply center, located in Lawton and Chickasha.
Then we have Green Day, Brain Stew, and most likely Jaded. The radio almost always combines Brain Stew and Jaded. But I won't be sticking around to see if they do, because it's back to 106.5. Let's see if that song has ended. It's still there. It has rolled onto a different song. This one, with its quick pace, it may be getting close to ending. I'm going to try to hold here. But I have not knowingly picked up anything from Lawton, Oklahoma. And I did not know that what they considered the Lake Texoma region extended that far north into Lawton, but okay, it makes sense. This is really something to be picking this up in any Tejano on 106.5 in Springfield. Because sure, we have Spanish broadcasting stations. As a matter of fact, I can probably find one from Shell Knob. Well, let's hear this weather. This is probably KBVA Bella Vista. Oh, no, we have 106.5 The Wolf, Kansas City, one of our original goals. Okay. And interestingly, they have call letters that start with a W. 106.5 The Wolf, WDAF, Kansas City. Finally got them. Well, we did get an ID off of this 106.5. But it wasn't Spanish. I might be able to go back and decipher it. There's another one underneath it that was also speaking in Spanish. very interesting event here. This 106.5 could be from the Lawton area. It's possible. Because again, I was going to show you that we have our own Spanish station on 97.7 Shell Knob, KQMO. It's almost always there. Oh. There it is. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, just picking up a Spanish broadcasting station does not always mean distant. But on 106.5 here, it does. And 107.1. But this one here is most likely KQMO Shell Knob, which is only about 40 miles away. It's low power though, so it's kind of tough to get here in town. But anyway, let's check out the 107.1 that was playing Spanish.
Oh God, yeah. See, like, look at all there's a lot. You can't.
Okay, it appears to be gone for the most part, and we're left with Rock 107.1 from Columbus, Kansas.
Rock 107. Be that guy. The Dave and Mahoney Show is proudly sponsored by Newton's Jewelers. 5th and Main, downtown Joplin. Newton's Jewelers, don't settle for less.
Now they broadcast from Columbus, Kansas, but they serve the Joplin or 4 states area. About 70 miles west of us. This 70 to 75 miles west of us. It's a good capture.
Let's go back to it for a moment. Ezekiel 36:25, where it says, I was thinking.
And the Christian reading is a very low power station from Rogersville, Missouri, only about 10 miles east of where I am. It's so low power that you can hardly get it here. You can hear it drifting in. Okay, we've got something on 92.1. Here in Springfield, if you've got something on 92.1 that is not country, it's far away. This actually kind of sounds like country, but it sounds too poppy a country to be KKOZ Ava, which plays country, fairly low power or semi-local, about 60 miles southeast of here. This could be KKOZ Ava, but I suspect it is not. This is very interesting to me. What is this? Huh.
KFXI, where the hits just keep on rolling.
KFXI. Never heard of it. And again, I've been around the radio world a long time, especially tuning in this area. It was very interesting. This is something else. A big time radio DXing event I have accidentally caught live. I was just innocently going for a little bit of Kansas City action mainly, which is fairly commonplace in the morning with this tuner at this house on this second story level. What an amazing surprise. KFXI. Where is that? It may very well be one of, Wichita Falls, Lawton one. Which I think Lawton has a 95.3. You can try for that if Chanute, Kansas doesn't get in the way. They were top 40 back in the 90s when I lived there. is probably Chanute playing the Walking Like an Egyptian, the Bangles from the 1985 album Different Light. Oh, Bob. Bob at 95.3? Well, we'll be looking up Bob FM 95.3. That might be what the Lawton station is rolled to. They used to be Hot 95 back in the day. But I know I don't have Chanute because Chanute is Z95. They're also classic hits. Like they are classic hits. But yeah, I have never picked up a Bob FM on 95.3. Bob FM is like a franchise type thing. There's a Bob FM here in Springfield on 107.5. Here it is. That's our Bob FM. There's a Bob FM from the Four States area, Ashbury, Missouri on 103.5, and usually plays the same thing as this one does. We might hear Bruce Springsteen Dancing in the Dark if I look hard enough. Yeah, those Bobs are the same ones. There we go. Yeah, that one is the Joplin Bob FM, Joplin area one. This is really fun today. The radio's doing a lot of cooperating today. It's like, oh my gosh. Back to 106.5.
Get big savings and big rewards during Provember at Lowe's.
What is this guy? This may be 106.5 The Wolf, Kansas City, coming in very clear. Maybe.
Plus, earn 3 times the
See if
bonus
we can
points
get
on
it.
Little Giant
Let's see if we
products.
can hold
And
on.
save 7 on a Little Giant multi-position 14-foot ladder. Lowe's knows savings.
Because the
Lowe's
antenna's
knows
in a
pros.
different position
While
than
supplies last,
where I was
selection varies
picking
by
up the
location. Bonus
Tejano.
points calculated before taxes and fees after applicable discounts, if any. Valid through 11/22.
Ahora en Menars, obtenga un 11%
Oh
de
no.
reembolso en toda la mercancía. Los paneles aislantes Pin Formular de Owens Corning ofrecen resistencia superior a la humedad
The
para aplicaciones
Menards
en exteriores e
commercial
interiores.
in
Son la
Spanish.
primera línea de defensa contra la pérdida de calor a través de las paredes del sótano. Busque los paneles rosados y ahorre. Reciba ahora en Menars el 11% de reembolso en todos los productos aislantes. Válido hasta el 12 de noviembre. Los ahorros son reembolsos por correo. Apliquen algunas excepciones. Detalles en la tienda.
Wichita, una de las mejores experiencias de terror.
Wichita!
Trucos espeluznantes,
We got it. Okay, so this is...
y más. Del 9
I
al
thought
12
this
de
might have been
noviembre,
Deep South
Town
Texas,
Square,
or
Santa
maybe
Bárbara,
even
para
across the
$5 de
border.
descuento. Visita Paranormal
Thought it might have been Lawton,
Si estás para
Oklahoma.
invierno, está
But
tu
no,
vehículo listo para soportar
Wichita.
el aguanieve y la nieve.
Still
Ahora
very
mismo,
cool.
Marinar Tires
I did
Trade.
not know they had a
Llantas
106.5.
nuevos para todas las estaciones por solo
And
$5.
a Spanish one
Las
at that.
opciones de pago son flexibles y no necesitas crédito. Elige el tamaño adecuado para tu viaje y las llantas de marca en las que confías. Yokohama, Nixon, Goodyear, llantas nuevas para todas las estaciones instaladas.
But I still wonder what the 107.1 was then. That's the mystery of radio, and that is the fun of it too.
Reserva ya mismo al 214-366-9669. 214-366-9669. En Kohl's nos encanta ayudarte a conseguir lo que más necesitas al mejor precio. Disfruta de suéteres favoritos.
Trying to see if we can get an idea off of this one. This is live discovery. We could hear Godsmack Voodoo coming in. That would have been probably Rock 107.1, Columbus, Kansas, serving the 4 states, Joplin area. Can we continue to get the Spanish one past that? Because when Rock 107 starts, .1 starts coming in, it is tough to get past them. They're just close enough. With this tuner, with this antenna setup, it doesn't take much, and they're blasting you. Okay, it's off to greener tuning pastures, and I am going to cut this video off at the hour mark. I have a feeling a lot of people would, even enthusiasts, may be like, "Come on, dude, this is a long one." Yeah, it is. Well, okay, that is the Rogersville one. Or excuse me, Marshfield. The Marshfield one, doing the Christian broadcasting. Okay, that's 103.9. Most likely KOMB. Pittsburgh, Chanute area. It's actually kind of tough to get that one, but this is a special morning where we're swinging for the fences here. Trying to get the novel while they're here. How about that? That's a pretty decent capture right there. 93.1 KZLE, that's Batesville, Arkansas, doing classic rock. It was one of my favorite stations growing up. I grew up in Gainesville, Missouri, 85 miles southeast of here, and Batesville, Arkansas came in a heck of a lot better there than it does here. I've only picked it up a few times up here, so it's a good capture, even though it wasn't coming in the best. How about that, though? Can I get KCMO Kansas City now? 94.9? That's being a little tricky. Can I get 98.9 The Rock? Leavenworth, Kansas City, KQRC? Nope, the Red Hot Chili Peppers Under the Bridge is actually overbleed from 98.7 The Dove here in town. There we go. You can hear part of the rock coming in. Oh, yeah! For Kansas City, 101.1, 101 The Fox. I gotta go for that one. That one is the one that comes in the best here. Yeah, I mean, it's just there. You got Journey. Let's try to get an ID from 101.1, The Fox, KCFA, or KCFX, Harrisonville, Kansas City.
Classic rock. Well, that's what you get each and
He's wrapped the Arrowhead in the Super Bowl party. And he's also covered a lot of subjects of darkness and strife. But let's face it, we also love him because he raps about some of the more important things in life. Happy birthday to Tech Nine. You know, stuff like because who doesn't like that? Nobody.
In news, Ohio became the 24th state to legalize marijuana, where in yesterday's election...
Well, this is 98.9 The Rock. I know this. I know this, man. I know this. Okay. To 94.1.
unreleased Tim Conway special. Sorry, Mr. Conway.
Is this KFKF?
Yeah,
Kansas City?
That one gag.
Or is this still the Lawton one?
One gag.
Lawton, Oklahoma?
Did they have to have like a special?
Is it KXOJ? Tulsa? Uh-oh, it's fading out. Okay, we had some functification there. Oh, there it is. It's coming back. What is it doing the weather? Sounds like they had no one doing the weather today. It's just running the weather thing segment empty. That's tragic.
Huge water balls. The size of a small man. Big enough for Charlie Chaplin to throw around.
I'm sticking around for this. Try to find out what's doing this morning show. Might be 94.1 The Point, Little Rock. That's actually what it sounds like it would be. It's either, but I can't be sure. Oh, and disregard the tuner ID. Whatever was tuner ID'd on there before is what stays on there until something overwrites it. I'm exercising patience. Holding on for this one. The one doing the talking, I'll bet, is not KFKF because I hear the country there. That's probably KFKF. We're hoping. Oh, okay, never mind. What's coming in would be KXOJ, Tulsa, or a low power transmitter from Branson of 88.3 The Wind, KWND, a local station around here. Uh-oh, gotta wake up the phone. Yeah. Well, I was trying to get an idea on what was doing that morning show. Hoping it comes back one more time. We're deep diving here on the radio. Kind of in the weeds. I just really wanted to stick this one out to see if I could. Sometimes you just have to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Odyssey, this is Houston. Do you read me? Odyssey, Houston. Waiting for that station to come back one more time. Odyssey, Houston. Okay, it sounds like they're doing a Straight Talk commercial. Thank you, Straight Talk, for providing this amazing tuner via the Blue View 3. We're back. Station is back.
Requires service on Gold or Platinum Unlimited. One offer per eligible account. Paramount Plus Essential Plan only. Separate registration required. Additional at Navy Federal Credit Union. We want to share special thank you messages this Veterans Day.
Commercials.
Hear them from
Of course, we have to have them in order to get the programming. If you, viewer/listener, would like for me to be quiet, then I will be for just a minute. Toby Mac mentioned. There, we got an ID from KXOJ Tulsa. That's cool. But that is not what we had. And I'm hoping comes back. Well, whatever that was playing those commercials is the one that got away. There's always one. What a fantastic proverbial fishing trip this has been. I hardly even covered very many frequencies either. There was just so much going on. How about 97.9 here? Based on all I've been hearing, this would be B98 Wichita. The tuner ID popped up here. This is a current tuner ID. You see happy right there. This may be B98 Wichita, that's my guess.
Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. 97.9 B98, playing the 80s to now. If you're ready to watch like all the holiday specials, holiday movies, you're gonna love this. Go into your streaming services and just type in the word holiday. The possibilities are endless.
Continuous Christmas music returns this Friday to 97.9 B98. Brought to you by All Things Barbecue, 818 West Douglas, 5215 West Central, and online at atbbq.com.
For the University of Kansas Cancer Center, this is Second Opinion Rural, 60-second radio. Code number is KAN-R423-2NDOR. It's a stereo monocompatible mix.
The thought of getting a second opinion for your cancer diagnosis can be overwhelming. You've just received...
Isn't that something? B98, I believe that's KRBB, are the call letters. Wichita, Kansas, from right here in Springfield. And now, I just for those who might want to fact check this stuff, I want to provide the proof that I am here in Springfield, Missouri, not out in Kansas or something. These are prominent Springfield, Missouri stations. 92.9, The Beat, KOSP, Springfield.
Yeah, she sounds darling. It sounds like you guys had a great time together.
Yeah.
94.7, 94.7 KTTS, Springfield.
Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
95.5, Alice, Springfield, Missouri. Power 96.5, Springfield, Missouri.
More music, more variety.
Here's Alice.
Alice 95.5. April, good morning.
right here in Springfield. Power 96.5 from here in Springfield. Coming in like a champ, of course.
Something different about you. Love it when you hit and smack too. Baby, let me lick on your tattoos. That's true.
Doja Cat maybe, but I'm very bad at trying to guess the artist. US 97 here in Springfield. KXUS.
That makes premium cocktails at the touch of a
Actually,
button.
that one's being a
Choose
little
from over
faddy.
50 different cocktails. From classics to the
Probably
most
something
exotic
cutting in
premium
under it
cocktails
somewhere.
served in the best bars today. You'll
Kind of
always get
vulnerable
freshly
here for
mixed,
some reason.
perfectly balanced cocktails with the Bartesian Cocktail Maker. And
100.5 The
best
Wolf.
Black Friday deal ever
Springfield.
at bartesian.com/.
Shag and I supported the guy that was running for sheriff years ago in my home county. We did like a
Right here in
fundraiser thing
Springfield
at Shag's
Mall.
house in Orlando. I think he just sold it. So we go there and he has the
101.3
exact
Real
replica
Country right here in
the Miami Heat
Springfield.
basketball court, all inside.
Hickory smoked bacon. Throw in a
These
slice
are
of
obviously
American
all
cheese to
slam
melt
dunks to
everything
get
together
here.
for dreamy, cheesy goodness in every bite. Stop wasting time.
And KQRA, Brookline, Springfield, Q102. Instant tuner ID on that puppy. KWPQ, our blue station at only 100 watts. Hard to get anywhere else but right here in Springfield. Even with an amazing tuner like this. And so on and so forth on the Springfield ones. 105.1 The Bowl, the prominent station here.
Coming up a week from Saturday,
Country.
November 18th. You will have the chance to have brunch with Martha, take part in a
104.7
table
The
setting,
Cave,
and a
KKLH here in
wreath-making
Springfield.
demonstration. Wouldn't that be fun?
Right here.
The timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost
But
or
now,
when it's going to
let's
end.
try
When you buy a
101.1 The
timeshare,
Fox,
you give
Kansas
them a
City
blank
again. That's it. Playing the AC/DC. Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Later on, covered by Joan Jett. But anyway, that is where we end. That is where we're going to end today. The antenna fell off. You can see what happens when I put antenna on, take it off. Actually, if I move the antenna over here. What the heck is that? This is not staged, I guarantee you. I do not know what is playing this country on 101.1. I'm staying one extended stay on this because this is live, exciting. What the heck is it radio happening? Going a little haywire here, accidentally a wire hit the tuner, but it said K101. We have K101. I have no idea where that is from, what it is. I was just innocently trying to end this session, picking up the Fox, and suddenly we had country K101 on here, which I'll have to be looking up if I can't get an ID here. This is live, what true, like live novel radio experience. I'm going to try to get an ID off of K101 here.
pay for what you need at libertymutual.com. Savings may vary, underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company, affiliates of Spokes, Massachusetts.
What would it take for you to bring your whole self to work? At Oklahoma Human Services, your whole self can help a whole lot of people.
Oklahoma Human Services.
Sponsored by Oklahoma Human Services.
Sunshine today, moderate north winds, highs around 69. We've got you covered on K101.
What the heck? And only a high of 69 in this part of Oklahoma. This may be Panhandle. Because Lawton was supposed to be 86. We're supposed to be 83 or so. Tulsa area well into the 80s. But a high today of only 69. This could be Guyman, Oklahoma, or Woodward, or K101. Well, anyway, that's where we end today. What an amazing thing. I will be continuing to tune around because this is a very unusual tuning day out of the blue here. But this is Rodi Stasnoa, aka Coleman, signing off. What an amazing adventure it was.